welcome into episode 2 of Swing and a Miss. Hopefully you all enjoyed episode 1. Just as a side note, after these first 3 episodes, we're actually going to move to a recording cadence of every other week, so set your calendars now. And with nothing further, hope you enjoy episode 2. My favorite division.
National League.
Let's talk about the NL East.
Let's.
All right, the Phillies are running away with this division. Yes. As a Braves fan, the Phillies are running away with this division, and it's not gonna be close.
I've got an even hotter take on the Phillies for later, but yes.
That's, to me, Phillies, the rotation's too good. Offense might take a step back, but the four-headed monster of Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, and Kyle Schwarber, it's just too good.
And having a 1-2 punch in your rotation of Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola.
Did I not just say the rotation's too good?
We said rotation. No, I have the back end of the rotation being a little shaky. So.
It could be, but the front end is going to overcome.
Suarez was fantastic for like 4 months.
The front end of that rotation is going to be too good to worry about the back end.
I'm also a little worried about the age of the lineup.
That's fine.
We're getting a little, Schwarber's 32, Harper's 32, Romero's 34.
And if there's no national tragedy, will Castellanos be able to hit?
Exactly.
Well, he put one about 420 to dead center today.
He did today, and nothing happened as far as I know.
It's early. Let's see how these guys are holding up.
True story. And that's fine. But to me, the Phillies are the clear number one.
I have the Phillies at number 2.
Are you behind the Mets or the Braves?
Scariest team in the NL East.
Yeah.
My thing with the Phillies is I think that they are going to be very cautious with the age of their lineup and resting players, and they are going to be okay forfeiting a handful of wins during the regular season to keep everyone tuned up and ready for the postseason.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So though I do think that they're the most talented team in the division, I do not have them finishing first.
I don't either. I have them finishing second.
I agree. I think administration is key for this enterprise, and I think that if the Phillies can manage and can have a clever administration of their elements, I think they can finish first. But I don't have them as first. I have them as second.
You have them as second.
And I also think that if you like attractive men. The Phillies franchise.
Shout out to all the men that like men.
Everything for you.
And the women that like men, apparently.
You got the beautiful eyes of Max Kepler. You've got the rugged good looks of Bryce Harper.
Is Bryce Harper good looking?
If you want to get a little greasy, I've got an Alec Marsh for you. something for all types.
If you like your silver fox, the man who hates prospects more than anybody hates anything in life, Mr. Dave Dombrowski.
What if we're gonna go down that road? You like greasy men, but you like a little salt and pepper. May I introduce you to Jason Worth?
You like a dad bod? Kyle Schwarber.
Well, we'll get to a dad bod here in a minute.
All right, Phillies 1.
I'm going Phillies 1.
I have them 2.
I've got them 2.
Ooh. Sounds like 2.
So just you and me have them 1, Josh. So we'll go 2.
And you and I both have them 1.
Well, we'll see.
With a lot of space.
A lot of space. Yeah. A lot of space. To me, Braves, number 2.
Yes.
I made this pick before today's news with Jerks and Profar being suspended for 80 games for PEDs. Thanks a lot for that depth. Good Lord. But Spencer Strider coming back here in a couple weeks. Ronnie coming back in about a month. I really do. Chris Sale, Ronaldo Lopez, Spencer Schwallenbach. I love that rotation. AJ Smith-Shawver could have an amazing year. And shout out to our cousin Zach, who looks exactly like AJ Smith-Shawver. Is uncanny. They have to stay healthy. I love the fact that they purchased a bunch of these the bats. What are they called?
Oh,
the torpedo bats. Thank you. The torpedo bats. I love that idea because if they're legal, go for it because because the offense has struggled in the first 4 games. They could barely hit against really what I think is fairly mediocre pitching in San Diego. Mm-hmm. And you may disagree with what I have to say about them, but yeah, I think it's fairly mid. I really do. So to me, they're 2.
They just need to tread water till Strider and Aquino return, which they're already kind of drowning a little bit. But
agreed.
Stack some wins. Chris Sale.
They got to get a win first.
Yeah.
Can Chris Sale keep up what he did last year?
His 29 starts were the most since 2017.
I think that you can expect last season from Sale, but you're getting Strider back. You didn't have Strider last year, so I think that sort of is a positive for the Braves generally because you're getting something from Sale.
Yeah.
You're getting something from Strider. We saw from him in the spring training that he didn't look terribly diminished.
Yeah.
I think he's good to go. I love the lineup. I think that it's pretty much like different forms of danger, top to bottom.
Yep.
And I think that that's why I've got the Braves finishing first because I think that they're going to be a very consistently good team day in day out.
They had a miserable year last year for
injury purposes.
and finished with 89 wins.
Yes. And the thing is, if Orlando Arcia can remain at shortstop and not, what's his name, Nick Allen, the guy that guy is a big dork. He's a big dork.
Player.
He's the guy that he looks like a tax accountant that puts eye black on. And I'm sure he's great. He's obviously earned his spot, but I want Orlando Arcia to take a step offensively.
I really like the roster. However, my concern is the rotation they have on pitching. I do believe that
could take a step back.
They can, they can take a hit from that point. And usually when you have pitchers that allow a lot of runs, all the other teams are going to take it because they have been facing also incredibly strong rotations during the season. So if you face somehow weakened roster of pitching rotation, you might get hit as an organization. That's why I have them third.
You have them third?
I do have them in third.
Interesting. Well, I can tell who you have first then.
Do we want a little breaking news?
What? Yeah, go for it. Are you breaking news?
Breaking
we
news
just
right
said at the said at the beginning we're not journalists.
Garrett Crochet and the Boston Red Sox in agreement on a 6-year, $170 million extension.
That does not change my vote for first in the division.
No, I'm just throwing a Jeff Passan bomb that comes
Can we? Did we have them in first?
We did have.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, so the Braves definitively as a team, as a show, they're going first, right? Because the Phillies went second.
Yes.
Yeah, Braves are winning the division for the show.
I'm not going to throw a tantrum here.
I don't believe you.
Go, by all means.
Please do.
You have the floor.
Yeah, go for it.
So new tantrum segment.
If you don't flip the table, I'll be disappointed.
This tantrum is brought to you by Cane's Raising Chicken.
All right, listen. I mean, okay. If you want
Had it
to,
for a while.
We're not going to get the sponsorship if you don't
Sponsor.
say it right.
Can we
Sponsor
even
us,
say their
Subway.
name if they're not
Hold on,
sponsoring?
sponsor us, Subway.
Canes and Rains because they're not sponsoring us.
Cane's Raising Chicken.
Do you like fast food chicken?
All right, we're gonna edit this out in post.
Yeah, we're gonna edit you out, Raising Cane's.
Okay, so Rodrigo. Now that we're done talking about chicken,
Fast food
back
chicken.
to you.
Whoever wants to sponsor.
Back to Rodrigo. for
Tantrum
his
away.
tantrum.
Brought to you by Dave's Hot
listen,
Chicken.
I think we're missing the obvious here. And one reality of baseball is that money is buying wins, and we're forgetting the big bucks in the division.
And that's where we're going next team.
I do believe that the Mets are gonna take the division away.
Okay.
On the
Just
contrary,
because-
Rodrigo, have you watched?
Can you let me finish?
Wow, it took us this long for someone to tell Josh to shut up. I'm impressed.
However, going back to what I was trying to say is money is taking a lot nowadays in baseball, and by a lot I mean wins. I do believe that the Mets are going to be a really competitive team. I don't think they have what it takes to win the World Series. However, I do think that they have what it takes to win the division. That's why I have them as first, and probably they're going to have a blowout during postseason, as they usually do. However, I do believe that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not happy about it, because it's going to leave really interesting teams out of the pool
That's fair.
chasing the World Series. I would like to see the Phillies. I would like to see the Braves chasing the pendant, right? But the thing is that I don't see the Mets allowing those other small players. Not small, but
I get what you're saying.
yes.
To me, the Mets are third. I love Juan Soto. That's an amazing pickup. Frankie Lindor is obviously incredible. I love that as a 1-2 punch. But where's the rest of the offense? I am convinced Pete Alonso, who's taken a nickname of my favorite animal and ruined it for me. He's going to take an incredibly large moon zero gravity step back this year.
Okay.
I think Pete Alonso may be the most overrated player in Major League Baseball today.
And
It's quite a
as
statement.
Tigers fan who really needed some offense this year in the offseason and didn't get any, I still wasn't looking for them to make a push for Pete Alonso for those same reasons.
Why would you?
Because we have no power and we were looking
I know,
for power back. But I feel the same way.
but
He's going to take that big step
But
back.
I know you're not old enough to remember this, neither are you, Rodrigo, but the two of you will. Do you remember the moon shoes from Nickelodeon
Yes.
in
Oh,
the
of course
90s?
I remember moon
Yes.
shoes.
Don't act like you're as old as us. Stop
I
it.
remember
Stop
moon
it.
shoes. I remember-
Enjoy your youth.
I wasn't a teen when the moon shoes came out, but I remember moon shoes.
I really wanted to be on Guts.
I would.
Racing.
Remember, we watched Guts in Kansas City,
Yeah.
but that to me is the type of jump back that Pete Alonso is going to take this year. And I think that the Mets are going to finally, maybe not finally, but they will this year, learn that you can't buy wins. And that's why I think they're
And all that being said, Juan Soto's still a top 5 player. In all
Oh yeah,
baseball.
Great.
100%.
So I'm surprised.
Figure out the other 8 in the lineup.
So what?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Soto's still going to be great, but the rest of the team leaves a lot to be
I'm
desired.
with you.
I'm
The problem-
surprised nobody's mentioned their rotation that's full of third and fourth starters.
but their
Like, that's
their
where I
offense
was gonna go,
Their
because
offense
I
is
think-
so bad that I don't even care about the
Hey, Holmes,
pitching.
Frankie Montas, Sean Manaea, that's not, those are third, fourth guys. That's
What I was
That
gonna
was the
say
A's
is
from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
with the Braves, you're counting on young players to progress. With the Mets, you're counting on old players to not decline and be average.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Sean Manaea.
They got a lot out of that rotation last year,
Montas.
but
That's all you'll ever get out of
I
that.
mean, Senga might have another level in him, but
They
beyond
want the
that,
ghost fork.
But beyond that, like I really don't have any pitching that I'm particularly scared of. I mean, I really hope Edwin Diaz comes back to his old form, but
it's iffy. It's iffy.
it's iffy. Like,
Honestly, just give me his intro song and the rest.
You just
take it or leave it.
was it Timmy Trumpets?
Yeah, Tommy
Tommy Trumpets?
Yeah, Tommy Trumpets.
Narco.
Again, 5 idiots. All right, so where are we at with the Mets?
Timmy Trumpets.
Yeah, please sponsor us, Timmy Trumpets.
Tres.
Yeah, I'm going Trace.
3.
I
got
got
3. 3
Okay.
for those Mets.
Rodrigo went 1, right?
Yeah, but I do believe that is your constitutional right to be wrong.
And that's the only lawyer in the group. You know that better.
You don't have to believe that for it to be true.
All right,
No, but I do believe it. I do believe
All right,
Moving
let's
on, next one, the Walgreens Nationals.
the Walgreens Nationals. 4 for me. Fun watch, fun team. I like a few of their I like a few of their pieces. James Woods, Dylan Cruz, C.J. Abrams have some veteran bats that might be able to help, but they're just not there
And
yet.
can we talk about one name that you didn't mention? And
Please.
his
Mackenzie
first start,
Gore.
Mackenzie Gore.
Ooh.
Oh my! Oh
Please
my.
do it.
That's against the Phillies. Why
Yeah.
not? That we just put
13
over.
Ks, no walks, no runs. Absolutely electric.
Again, fun watch, fun team.
yeah.
Not there.
They're a team that's another year or two away from making
I agree.
a serious
Literally on the
competitive
ballpark.
challenge.
Still a year or
yes.
two away.
Yeah, but they're going to be fun.
Probably 3 if we're looking at realistic possibilities,
think
but
they
at
can
least
make a jump.
they can make the playoffs in 2. They're not doing anything
The
beyond
thing is,
first
like,
round.
if I am a Nationals fan right now, I'm going to be really excited to watch
Yeah,
this team.
they're going to be a fun team to watch.
And
I literally
want
said
them-
that.
I want their relievers to be so good that I can cash them in at the trade deadline and really
Fair.
get something good for them.
Fair.
Like, and so if to me as a Nationals fan, that's a success.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the kids play, progress, have a fun time with it, get some assets for next year,
Yeah.
and
This
reset.
this feels like the adult version of your 2 young boys little league team, where it's like, we're going to go out there, we're going to have fun, we're going to be cool to watch, we're going to do some things good, we're going to do some things not great, and next year we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
To me, that's how they feel.
This is a learn and develop year.
Yeah. I don't hate them, but they're not great.
Yeah.
No, they're a solid 4.
It's a 4 all around.
Yeah.
And I like having them at 4th because it also takes out the pressure of doing something.
Yeah.
And I do believe that's also important for teams that need to develop. The same thing that we spoke about Baltimore.
Yeah.
The same thing that I have been preaching is that, sometimes it's okay to take off the pressure, build a strong team, have a franchise, have a legacy, have something that people will remember in the long run.
So for your
and that brings us to
your Miami Marlins,
sneaky okay rotation, but mostly bad.
that brings you to the last team in the division, the curse of Kim Ang.
I have 2 notes for the Marlins. When will Sandy Alcantara get traded? And
That's exactly what I wrote too.
That's it. Yeah.
I wrote that, and then I also wrote Xavier Edwards could be a bright spot.
Yeah.
That's it.
I put the curse of Kim Ang. The fact that she brought them to the playoffs, more wins in the playoffs, and then they said, okay, well, guess what? Now you're going to be in the depths.
Over under July 1st.
Under.
He's gone.
Under. He's gone by.
I trade deadline to maximize.
He's gone by the middle of June.
You maximized value before.
I think that it would be rare, but I could totally see the Mets making a Godfather offer to try to get.
Well, I see a few teams.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
The thing that's amazing to me about the Marlins is, as I was looking at the roster, how is it that this roster is so old and so bad? Like, when you look at it, it's a whole bunch of players that are in their late 20s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm. Is this where what's his face? Is this where Berger plays now?
No, he got traded out of there. He's in Texas.
Oh, he's in Texas now. That's
every
right.
Good player
Yeah.
for nothing.
It's funny because every team that we've had in last were like young, up and coming.
Not this one.
But bad.
Not
and this one
one.
is old, put to bed, and bad.
And cheap though.
Yeah.
So
don't
give them
forget
that. It is.
Old,
It's
cheap,
very
bad.
cheap.
A great
very
combo
cheap
for having.
And I
fans.
actually saw something today on Twitter for percentage of revenue last year spent on rosters,
I saw that.
and I was surprised by a handful of the bottom 5. Not all of them, but a few of them. But anyway, go ahead, Rodrigo.
I also believe that one thing that accentuates the issue that Miami will have, Florida, Miami, the Marlins are going to have during the season is how competitive the division is. And it's really easy to fall behind such a competitive division.
They did have 3 walk-off wins, granted against the Pirates, but
And is that going to get you somewhere?
Well,
It's
we
3
haven't
wins for starters, but-
gotten to the Pirates division yet.
it's 3 wins for starters. But also, it's like maybe they got a little bit of spirit, a little bit of scrap to them.
But to Rodrigo's point, you can't win the division in
No,
March and April,
they're gonna finish
but
fifth.
you can lose it.
They're going to finish 5th. I think we all.
So,
know that.
anyhow.
All I know is the pain in my heart is that I have been alive for 2 Marlins World Series championships.
Why do
I
you
know,
hate
because they
the
eliminated the
Marlins?
Giants.
I
Yeah,
don't,
both
but the
those
fact
years.
that this horrible franchise I have seen raise the trophy twice and my own has not.
You know, you can throw a lot of people into that bucket.
Yeah.
The Mariners feel your pain. The Brewers
well,
feel your pain.
fortunately,
The Reds, the Guardians, the Pirates.
Win 116 games and flare out.
They did
So-
eliminate the Giants both those years.
So we're in agreement.
Yes.
Miami's a
Battle by
fifth.
far.
I think
Alright.
the question with me is who is the worst team in the league between the White Sox, the Rockies, and the Marlins? And I'm
we
excited
haven't,
to see
we
what
haven't
happens.
talked Rockies
We
yet.
haven't- we
We'll
haven't
get to
talked
them in the
Rockies
next,
Yeah,
because
so because we're in
East
we're,
West Central
we're,
the AL,
we're
so
going
we'll
we're
East
going
West
NL
Central.
West
Talking
now.
about bad teams.
We're going NL West now.
We've got Braves, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, Marlins.
All right, Braves are winning the division according to the show. Shout out Braves, sponsor us.
Hey,
All
go
right,
with it.
so NL West.
Can we just skip the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Nobody needs to talk about them.
Dodgers win.
Yeah.
Dodgers are one. No one's
And
going to
You
question
don't
it.
have to care about them till the end of the
If you want to hear about the Dodgers, turn on ESPN or literally any other mass media.
here's the-
Otani's a god.
here's
The team
the-
is likable, but
here's,
the franchise is hateable.
Here's the way I look at how we talk about this division. We all agree Dodgers won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go 2, 3, 4. We don't have to talk about it. Just 2, 3, 4, 5. Just say who it
Can
is.
I just
Oh,
say?
this is his division though.
Can I say one thing
Yeah.
about the Dodgers?
Well, they're not winning it.
Go.
I still think they're an excellent team, but I'm concerned that they still may not have solved their starting pitching. There's a lot.
That's an October problem.
That is an October problem, but you're worried about just general length with Snell. You're worried about Glasnow's health. You're worried about May and Otani coming back and having rust on them coming off of their surgeries. And, Yamamoto could have a sophomore season where the league starts to figure him out.
Could.
Sasaki's a rookie, and he is young. And there's a non-zero chance that he gets sent down to AAA to like try to figure some stuff out in the middle of the season. So it could still be something where like the starting rotation still has a lot of question marks, but yeah, I still have them winning overall.
Yeah, and then they fooled around and still signed Kirby Yates and Tanner Scott to the back end.
I honestly didn't expect anybody to have much thought on the Dodgers, but who's your number 2?
I do. Before we move on.
Oh, sorry.
I do have
ahead.
a thought about the Dodgers, not the Dodgers themselves, but I have something to say about it. I hate. It's vomitive. When you are watching TV and they tell you how many people is before Ohtani batting. that
May I never turn you on to a Yankees broadcast then.
that pisses me off. The same happens with the Yankees, but it is vomitive. I hate it. It is so annoying.
Vomitive is a great word. I like
it is
that.
repulsive. It is vomitive.
I like that
it is
word.
infuriating.
Ohtani is unhateable though.
No.
Well,
I don't know though.
He should have gone to prison last year.
Yes.
Well,
And he took the money. Like he would've made that
Allegedly.
money.
okay. Anyway, second place on the West.
Second place,
Padres.
Diamondbacks.
D-backs.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
The D-backs.
D-backs. I have
the
the
pitching is good.
I
The
got the-
offense is good. They're a young team. I have them as my top line.
They led the MLB in runs last year.
I got the D-backs third.
And they added Josh Naylor, which is one of my favorite.
They did.
They did.
And they have an
They pretty much swapped him with Christian Walker. The offense there is a swap, and they lose a little bit of defense because he was a 3-time Gold Glover.
But I think they also gain a little bit of fire in the belly.
Maybe.
Because Josh Naylor is one of those players where in your division,
Yeah.
when he leaves, you wipe the sweat off your brow and you say, "Oh, thank goodness."
I know the Dodgers are happy to see Christian Walker out.
Because in big spots, he always seems to come up, and he always just seems to like light a fire under the rest of the team.
I feel like the Diamondbacks, if you put them in any other division, you could probably project them to win it.
For
They're
sure.
just in a bad-
For sure.
rough
I mean,
spot.
we're talking about Christian Walker there and how much I like him. When we were talking about I didn't want the Tigers to go after Pete Alonso, I did want us to go after Christian Walker.
That's
Even
fine.
though that he's aging. Great play.
To me, the Diamondbacks are third. They added Corbin Burnson. They added Josh Naylor, but they lost Christian Walker. Bullpen's a concern for me. I like him at 3. They probably still sneak into a wild card spot, in my opinion. To me, D-backs are 3.
An important thing that I want to say is that I would really like to see that division being won by a team out of California. Because
I'm with
that
you.
also makes baseball more democratic.
And that's why it's the Rockies that are winning this division.
That's why I'm cheering
yourself into a corner
for
there.
the
There you
Rockies
go.
to win the World Series in 4 games.
We would all love to see that.
Third team, Padres. The Padres and the D-backs are the 2 and 3 consensus here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, for me, the Giants are 4th.
Oh.
But
Nels has his boys.
however,
Oh, excuse me.
however,
the Tigers.
if the Giants remain healthy, which is a big if, that to me is a wild card team.
It is a huge if.
A very big if.
It is a 7 feet if.
Absolutely.
I think that their lineup should be better than average.
Yep.
Okay. I like the Willie Adames pickup. He brings a lot of energy to the clubhouse, just like the Naylor pickup.
I don't love that they lost Blake Snell.
I mean, it's fine. Their rotation is still strong, I think.
They added Verlander, right?
Would you want to face Webb, Verlander, Robbie Ray in a short series in the playoffs?
I personally wouldn't because I can't hit major league pitching, but
I think the bullpen's underrated. They have a strong bullpen, especially on the back end.
2 former Tigers in that rotation.
You
right
do.
there with Verlander and Robbie Ray.
former.
Yeah.
Former. Yeah.
They don't play there anymore.
And they have strong pitching depth in the minor leagues as well. So when those old guys get hurt,
I'm not putting a ton of stock in minor league.
well, you have to because those guys are going to have to
I
come
can't,
out.
but I have to make my picks based on what's available to me.
They are available. They're in the.
Yeah.
They're in the.
But they're not. They're not. But they're not
Yeah, but
scratching.
we have a job to keep.
Yeah.
And they're not. And they're not. They're not
got a
scratching.
duty.
They're not scratching
Yeah,
a
duty.
day one starter for a minor leaguer.
No, but you're going to have guys are going to get hurt. You're going to need innings that they're going to get.
And that's my point, Nels. If they remain healthy, to me, that's a wild card team.
yeah, sure. I think
So to me, Giants 4, Rockies 5. Rockies we don't.
I have the Padres fourth because they need, on paper, straight up as it is now, like you're talking about. I think they're better than the Giants, but they have they've traded everybody away in the last few years.
I like their offense.
Me too. But anybody gets hurt, they don't have anybody
They're
they have no depth.
They're a tough team to predict.
True.
They have no depth. If
I think
anybody
that
gets hurt,
they're the team in the division that has the largest variability to where they can finish.
Yeah.
I feel like the Giants are like the one team in the league that I never get a good feel about when they're going to be good and when they're going to be bad. It's just like
Spoiler alert, it's an odd year, so
but
they were good last year. So.
I've got the Giants finishing fourth, but I've got the Padres just a tick above them. But I do also see the Padres on the decline. And I think that there's a little bit of like personal bias because there are three of my favorite players that play on the Padres between Arise, Tatis, and Darvish.
That's interesting given that you picked the Braves to win the division and we just saw the Braves get almost swore shellacked by the Padres for 4 games.
It's 162
I'm aware.
Rodrigo's got
I'm aware.
something to say.
Go ahead,
I
Rodrigo.
do have something to say. Padres, the ugliest uniform
Yes.
in the MLB.
The traditional homes,
The brown and yellow,
I agree with you. However, and we talked about this, my favorite City Connect, my
It's the
favorite,
exact opposite of their
with the mint and the pink
looks
and
like
the yellow.
Instead
It's amazing.
Instead of the pee-pee and poo-poo color jerseys, they went for the
Your
They look
PP,
like- yes,
nice pink and blues and greens.
I like that because it looks like a taco stand.
yeah.
See,
And that's what you expect in
Yes,
San
yes,
Diego.
exactly.
I don't know.
like
I
that,
always
yes.
wanted to be the right-handed Tony Gwynn, so I always loved the brown and the yellow. and the
well, I'll
green.
tell you what.
Weren't they blue and orange at that point?
One
They were
thing.
blue and orange, right?
No, I'm thinking about earlier. They did.
Okay.
They did turn blue like later on into the 90s.
And
Fair.
I'll be seeing them in San Diego at the end of April. So in a couple
Shout out
podcasts,
San Diego, please sponsor us.
but in a couple podcasts from now, I'll give a stadium review.
Please do.
So we did mix the Giants and Padres there a little bit. I have
Yeah.
Giants third, Padres fourth.
We all have Rockies rebuilding since
Yeah.
'97. Okay.
Since Andres Galarraga retired.
That's my note on here. Rebuilding since '97.
My note on the Rockies is if you can't be good, at least be old, because they got Chris Bryant, they got Kyle Farmer.
Chuck Nasty finally
So-
retired though.
Here's a fun Rockies fact. They have only 2 players in their core, so their lineup rotation, that were born this century.
Good Lord.
Everybody else is 25 years old.
Exactly, and like that's the,
And
that's
Chris
the place that you
Bryant's
want-
one of them.
That's the place that you don't want to be. You don't want to be awful and old.
And here's the other thing.
But you just said if you're going to be awful, be old.
If you're gonna be awful, at least be old.
we have them like then the Marlins, the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
Marlins, White Sox have only 5 players from last year on their roster. They did a lot of turnover, which you're going to do if you're bad.
Yep.
Rockies have 11.
That's gross.
Yeah, they brought a lot of people
Is
back.
Trevor Story still on that team?
No, he's with
No.
Boston.
No, he's with
Boston.
Boston. I talked
He
about
was
that. I
literally
talked
your
about
guy
that.
that's like,
I
if he has a great season,
sorry. Again, 5 idiots or one.
Yeah, one idiot and 4
One idiot-
semi-functional human beings.
One idiot and 4 dudes.
They have Tovar is their who's good.
Yeah, Tovar's a good player.
I think he made the All-Star team. So he's actually one of the good
Jerks and
players.
Tovar. Yeah,
No,
it's my
Ezekiel.
favorite. No, Jerks and Tovar, my favorite guy that's just suspended.
But the Rockies are just
All right.
bottom feeders. So.
All right.
Should we get to the Central now?
It's Dodgers for that division.
Yes.
We're done with that.
We still need to decide. I think that we're going to defer to Nels. We're going to put the Giants at 3,
Padres,
Padres at 4.
Padres
Yeah,
at
let's
four.
throw it.
He
Really?
needs to go the Giants way.
Padres at 4. Interesting.
I feel like they take a step back.
Oh, well,
I mean,
I haven't seen it yet.
For the Padres, I put offense is scary for the league, pitching is scary for them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's my notes.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, NL Central.
Yeah.
Here is another division that I personally believe
This one is
four out of 5 teams could
I think
win
all
this.
5.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna disagree. I'm
no.
going to say all 5.
No,
Any one of them-
not all
any one
5.
of them,
Not all
Would you
5.
be like, oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, I would be shocked if one
Well,
won
let's
it.
start. Who's your
The
bottom?
Pirates, they're 5.
I mean,
It's not even
They're
close.
not my 5.
Their offense is not good, except for O'Neal Cruz. They've got Paul Skeens, which I think is going to take a step back because they always do. I think his ERA is over 3, maybe 3.25.
Still a great year.
It's still a good year, but he's not where he was last year. Skeens, Jones, Keller, great 3-headed rotation. No depth at all. Their bullpen
Now we're
shaky.
talking about depth. You didn't like. You said depth didn't matter earlier.
I did not say
No,
depth
he
didn't
said
matter.
minor leagues doesn't matter.
That's where depth is.
Depth on the roster today. There's no depth on the roster today. The front office clearly does not care about this team. They don't.
No.
So to me, they're 5.
My notes on the Pirates are fine. I'll do it myself, which is, if the front office is not going to invest in
Major League.
any,
There's only one
free
thing left to
agents.
do.
It's just going to be the young guns that come up and they're going to get it done. And no, am I expecting big things out of the Pirates? Absolutely, I am not. But I think that there's a lot of young talent on there, and so when you've got young talent, you've got a high degree of variability. I've got them finishing 4th, but
I am so interested to hear who 5th is for you.
Well,
Not yet.
you're going to be even more interested with me.
Oh,
This is
please.
my
We're going 5-1 apparently.
This is probably my biggest going out on a limb of all of the picks so far.
Okay.
I have them in second in this division.
The Pirates in second. Interesting.
I don't have great reasoning other than
A fever.
I have the feeling. They
Well,
feel
Rodrigo
fun.
talked about
They've
that.
got-
The gut feeling's a real thing.
They've got the young talent. Skeens is filthy, man. I mean, he is filthy.
Hitters will catch up to him this year.
Yes, and I always say this. I don't care what you do once. Show me that you can do it again.
Yep.
Because lots of guys can do things once, and it's how you adjust to when the league adjusts to you.
Yep.
I agree. I think Skeens can absolutely do that. and
I hope so,
adjust.
because he's fun.
I think
He's
this is
fun.
a young, fun team in a division that's a whirling dervish
In an
of teams.
underrated ballpark.
Yeah. Oh,
Underrated.
I disagree. I think it's properly rated. I think it's consistently
you don't-
talked about as a top 5 park.
You need to
in the
talk to more
It is.
jabronis that don't go to ballparks.
league.
You need to talk to the worst people. The worst people in real life.
yeah, you need to
Choose not
have
to.
people.
Have
that
you
have
talked to
bad-
people
bad
that
opinions.
have you talked to people that don't like baseball?
I like Tropicana.
So anyway, yeah, that's my big
Pirates
young
too,
team that makes
okay.
a huge
Okay.
jump. I got the Pirates too.
Where you got the Pirates, Nels?
I'm 4.
4?
Yeah.
I'm excited for 5 years of Skeens, Jones, Chandler. I think that that's going to be.
It's going to be a tough 5 years, especially at the trade deadline.
I think that that's going to be like one of the most fearsome rotations in the whole league.
If they can keep it together, I don't disagree with you. Where are you at, Rodrigo?
The thing is that I really don't know, because my concern with this division in general is that it is a novel division in terms
100%.
that every
100%.
team can win, and it's not competitive. I mean,
And every team can lose.
the starting point is that they are all professional players, right? We're talking about the elite of baseball, right?
Say something good about the teams. They're all professional players.
Yes.
They,
They play
today.
baseball for money.
Yeah, which is something I cannot say about.
That's not true. Rodrigo has an NIL deal for beer league softball.
So, saying that, I think that this division is overall really paired between all the teams, and that's why I really don't have a place to put them. I think that they're gonna finish last, not because they're gonna have a bad season, but because the other teams are gonna have a slightly
I'd
better
say the gap between
season.
last place and first place is less than 10 games.
I actually would agree with that. I would agree
and
with
that's
that.
why I have them in 5th. Not because they're gonna be the worst team of the league. Probably in another division they could have made it. However,
He's hitting the nail right on the head. He
I don't
scratched me
see
where I
them
itch.
getting into October in a good shape
I agree.
to be able to compete.
I think 3 teams come out of this division.
Whoa.
Wow, that's quite a
playoffs?
statement, though.
Wow.
Bold.
Reds, number 1. Wow. Reds, number 1.
Reds are winning it.
Tito is going to get that team over the hump. Ellie is your NL MVP.
Wow. Wait, did you copy my notes?
I did not. I did not.
I think he looked at mine and decided, I'm going to do the polar opposite. 'Cause I have the Reds in last.
You have Belly in last?
Have who?
Bad joke.
Okay.
I just changed the name. I like
Ellie is electric, Hunter Green, also electric.
Yeah.
Rest of the roster is not quite there.
Hunter Green's output needs to go up. Ellie needs to drop the strikeout numbers and increase the offensive output. And if they do those two things and factor in Tito, this team wins that division, in my opinion.
Talk to me next year. This year,
I'll talk to you in June.
I think that they're just not quite there yet. They're on the precipice. Like we said, this whole division could be differential. First to last.
The Reds are going to be in this at the trade deadline, and they're going to bring in another bat.
So for me, the Reds are always the team that I wish the best for.
I know, right?
It's just like
the oldest team in baseball.
It's just like the kid that tries real hard, but really can't quite get it together, and you're just like, come on, buddy, like you can do it. Like you got a Matt McLean, you got a Christian Encarnacion Strand. Like, let's make this happen.
Is that the longest name in baseball, by the way?
It's just Encarnacion
Woods
now.
Richardson, I think, might have him.
Hey, who did we meet in Kansas City?
Simeon Woods Richardson.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Sponsor us, Simeon Woods Richardson. We love you. Thank
I
you
couldn't agree
coming to the
more with
museum
you
with us.
on what you said about the Reds. I wish them the best. That they are this kid. They are this kid that whenever, because that time is going to come, whenever he hits a home run, everybody's going to cheer about it. Everybody's going to go wild about it.
He's electric.
However, I don't see that happening this season.
That's fine.
Yeah, we have the same notes. I put Francona brings stability, leadership. De La Cruz, Hunter Green get MVP, side votes, and then the rest of the team is like, let's see what happens.
I mean, TJ Friedel. We're looking at what happened in the last 3 games, 2 against your Giants.
Yeah.
I don't see them slowing down this year. No. They may stall, but I don't see them slowing down.
They'll be pesky. Is pesky?
Oh yeah,
I think pesky. Okay. Pesky's a good word for the Reds.
And I think that I don't know. Can you overrate Tito Francona's influence on?
I don't think so.
Not anymore.
I mean, it's just like the guy. Every place he goes, he just has success.
Yeah. And I've hated most of the places that he's gone, which tells you how much I respect him because I still think that he's fantastic and I love him.
He can't be quantified, and that's why I think it's something that can't be overlooked. I might be wrong. I very well could be.
With all that, I have them in third.
I have them in first.
Okay.
I have them in third as well.
I have them in last.
Where do you
have them in second, actually.
Third it is.
I feel like it's
third it is.
Where are we putting the Pirates? I feel
last.
Last.
Well, because I have the Cardinals last, so
I also have the Cardinals.
I have the Cardinals in fourth.
I have them in third.
What is this?
I have
it's
them in
so
third.
weird because they've always been
but
they're just
okay.
they're hitting the button. They're hitting the reset button. Arenado is gone by the trade deadline.
They're hitting the button, but one stat that I found phenomenally interesting was the Cardinals have finished under 500 one time in the last 17 years.
They're always
and that's
contending at least.
They're not going to be under 500. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're going to be over 500.
I have them under 500. I think.
Wow.
I have this team is in purgatory where they sort of.
This is a team that just beat your Twins like a redheaded stat child.
Not a Cardinals.
I just think that
the fourth place Twins.
They sort of pushed everything in, and it's not really working out for them. And now they're going to have to try to figure out how to reset and retool, but they're not to the point where they've committed to the reset and the retool yet.
Yeah. Interesting.
And so I think that they're just going to be in a place where they're going to muddle along. And it's going to be difficult, and it's not going to be fun, and they're old, so they're going to get injuries, and...
They're a worse version of the Padres. They pushed all the chips in.
Yep.
They said, we're going for it. It didn't work out, except for the Padres have some young, exciting guys. The don't really.
And you guys
love Lars Nootbaar, by the way.
Great, best name in baseball.
Also,
he's my second favorite Japanese player.
Yeah, WBC. And
for those of you out there that don't know, Lars Nootbaar, very white guy with a very, what I would imagine is a German name, is half Japanese. And he plays on the Japanese World Baseball Classic team.
Yeah, he's not my second favorite. He's my third favorite.
That's just really funny to me.
Slight note based off of that for listeners of the pod who haven't watched the World Baseball Classic. There is one next year,
and you should watch.
It is the greatest event in sports.
Well,
I love it so much. You get to see these players representing their country, giving so much emotion.
Yeah.
Watch the World Baseball Classic.
Please do support.
Okay, moving on.
World Baseball Classic sponsor the pod.
Moving on. So we did Cardinals, Reds, Pirates.
Where did we land on Cardinals? I have them 3.
I have them 4.
4, 5.
5.
3.
I'll go 4.
Guess so. Cardinals 4. So does that put the Pirates at 5?
I think so.
Yeah. We had them at 5.
Nobody likes
2 for me is the Cubs, and it's mostly by process of elimination.
I have them at 3. Because I have the Pirates at 2 as my big jumper surprise team.
I like their starting pitching could be a concern if Imanaga regresses, but
he won't. I like him a lot.
You don't
from the WBC.
You can't say he won't. You don't know that. I think he could.
None of us know anything. That's my opinion. Is that he will not.
I think he could. I like Matt Boyd. He's got to have a big year. And I know you. I know you like Matt Boyd.
Mr. Strikeouts, baby.
Their offense is, to me, not great.
I couldn't disagree more.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
This goes into my whole point. Kyle Tucker is the most underrated baseball player. All he does is wake up, get out of bed, and puts up a 5-WAR season every single year.
Okay. Who are the other 8 in the lineup?
You got Ian Happ, super solid. Seiya Suzuki, very solid.
I think he's going to take a step forward this year, too.
Yep.
Is he the monkey craps guy?
No, that's Kawasaki. And for the record, he said cramp.
Oh, I know he said that in his mind, but he said craps.
I like a Nico Horner.
Never
I think Dansby Swanson can still swing the stick.
Yeah.
He's a better defender than he is a bat.
And I also think that Justin Steele is going to surprise us all. Like I liked what I saw last year, and I think that he's going to continue to improve as a young pitcher. I've got this team in first.
I do
this division. That's
amazing.
I've got Craig Counsell.
Rodrigo's shaking his
of the year.
Rodrigo's shaking his head. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you. The only caveat I would put in that prediction is that these kids need to have fun while they're playing. If they keep having fun, they're gonna be a really competitive team because they don't have the best of everything, but they do have really competitive players.
That's so interesting.
In every position, in every place of the lineup. That's why I do believe that the Cubs can take the division if they keep having fun. They need to keep the game fun. They need to be relaxed to be able to, the advantages that it gives you when you're like not taking the game too seriously.
Yeah.
I do believe that the Cubs are going to take the division, and therefore I think they're up to something.
Side note, I love that assessment. That's great. This is, to me, the division of most fun ballparks. I love Wrigley. I love Great American Ballpark. I love PNC. Busch is great. I've not actually been to. Is it American Family still in Milwaukee?
Yeah,
I've not been to that one, but I've been to the other 4, and they're amazing.
We may go this year.
We may do it, and we'll do a live podcast if you listen and subscribe.
I have the Cubs. The Cubs. I have them winning.
Those 5 going to the strip club in Milwaukee.
We're also going to do that.
Post production edit out.
That's going to be a video podcast, actually.
Cinnamon, sponsor us.
I do have the Cubs.
Strip clubs sponsor us.
Just in general.
Just in general. In the strip club, I'm going to take anything.
Tell us about the Cubbies.
Please do, Nell.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's stop talking about boobs and start.
Sorry, let's take a minute to cut it so you can edit everything.
Yeah. I think we have a
I think that's really
I'm editing nothing.
No. I did this like.
All right, and cut.
I do have the Cubs winning. For what it's worth,
It's interesting.
They do have the hardest strength of schedule in April, which we already seen. They play the Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Whatever in Japan against the Dodgers.
Can you count that for the Tokyo series?
Yes, you have to.
But it's not. It's not.
Do they count as regular season games?
But they did split.
My
Those
question.
are Cubs home games.
My question is the home versus away for Tokyo. That's my question.
No, so they had to play neutral field against the Dodgers.
and lost. But
despite that, they're only going to play 80 games at Wrigley this year, and so that's a bummer for them.
they did split on the road
Fair.
against the Diamondbacks, so fared okay on that's pretty good.
Shout out to Dansby for an
Yeah, that hit
incredible
play the other
defensive
day.
play.
Yeah, that was incredible.
And then their bullpen coughed up like a 5-run lead. In
But
Yeah,
that's what made him a 1-1 is his baseball IQ is off the charts.
And Dansby is a guy that's, I'm sorry to derail us, and I know we've done it a bunch, but I never understood why. Wow. Continue, Nels.
And you'll hate this. You're going to hate this apparently, but they have 7 of the top 100 prospects in baseball, so they have some young guns they can bring up to help them out.
And they will, and that's why I don't think they're far off. That's why I have them 2.
Okay. Sure. No, we're not far off.
I have them 3 by virtue of the Pirates being the big jump, but if it's not
So,
that, they would be 2.
1, 2, 3
For the
1.
Cubs.
for the Cubs. 1.
Yeah. The
Wow.
Cubs are winning it.
All right. Sorry, Reds.
But
Leaves
again,
us one team left to discuss. The Brewers, who I have in 1, because
4.
that's how they've been for the last several years. They feel a lot like Cleveland to me, where they wake up and they do just enough to win the division. They're not that great of a team. They're not going to do much in the postseason, but they do just enough to win the NL Central.
To Josh's point, they've made playoffs in 7 of the last 9 seasons and won 86 plus games in each
And if you're looking
However, that was before Nestor Cortez went to Joe Burrow's hairstylist.
Nestor may end up being the worst pitcher in baseball, but
He will be.
if you are looking for a very fun young player to watch who is never going to be a superstar, but is going to be a fun young player, Sal Frelick.
I was going to say Jackson Churio.
No, Churio might be an absolute star.
Sal Frelick had a great year last year.
Sal Frelick is a fun young player.
You don't think Sal Frelick could be a superstar?
I don't think he's got the pop to rise to that standard.
He had great pop last year.
But he's got the speed, he's got the defense. I like him a lot. He's a fun young player.
I agree with you. He's great.
Yeah, this
Will
team's
they
got
pitch enough?
about 5 bats that I like. The pitching's a little dinged up right now,
Yep.
but it's just another one of those black magic teams where it's just they figure out a way to win day in, day out, no
I
matter
do worry
what.
about them losing Willie Adames, not just the production, but
They also lost
everything I've heard.
lost Devin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more worried about the pitching. So now, hopefully Woodruff comes back and he's able to contribute and really kind of give them that top line pitching that they're looking for. But then, losing that caliber of reliever, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to replace.
What do you think?
Really replacing any of those guys they lost?
I think that Milwaukee is gonna end up in 2nd, actually, and I think that they are one of those teams that they also have this black magic spirit. They always manage a way to be in the conversation at the end of the season, and there's always one way for them to get in somehow. So I do believe that they're going to do something. I also acknowledge that they do have some issues, like the pitching rotation as well. It's not the best. It could be better, but I think that they will be able to manage to pick up a good couple of pitchers before the trade deadline. And that's why I see them sneaking a 2nd in the division.
This is a division that I think 4 out of the 5 teams could win, but I've got the Brewers at 4.
I have them 2nd.
I have them 1.
I mean,
The magic of Milwaukee.
taking into consideration the fact that we're talking about a division that it's only 10 games
Right.
between the first and last, everything's up in the air. So
true.
we'll see.
We'll see.
So I believe that
That's not a number.
I've got the Brewers at 2. I think that we slot them in at 2. So
Yeah.
we've got Cubs,
Okay.
Brewers, Reds, Cardinals, Pirates.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
So
Do you
there's
wanna
a
go quick with the playoffs.
no. We don't have. Well, let's not. We'll do playoffs next episode because I got
Next
trivia and we got to do ballpark brews.
Okay.
Wait, does anyone want to do predictions for end of season awards?
I don't think
I haven't-
notes for that.
I don't have any notes on that. We can do that next one.
I think that maybe trivia next one too. So we are
can do that.
long on time.
It's only 5 questions.
Okay.
5. I thought it was like 1.
No.
No, let's do the 5 real quick. And I mean, we'll know obviously where to cut this.
So do you want to do everyone comes together for one answer, or you want me to do one by one?
Doesn't really.
What kind of questions are there? Like yes or no or open?
Open.
So why don't you pitch the question and then he gives an answer.
Okay.
Give the real.
All right,
answer.
we're gonna do some MLB trivia. Question 1: Who holds the record for most consecutive stolen bases without getting caught?
Greg Maddux.
Wrong.
That's a lovely question.
Thank you.
It's going to be somebody who doesn't steal bases that often because they only steal when it's just unbelievably available. I'm
so
going to go with
happy
somebody
we're gonna
like
go
Albert
first.
Pujols.
No.
I'm going to go spikes up and say Ty Cobb.
Nope.
I have no idea, so I'm gonna say Daryl Strawberry.
That's a great guess. No, Vince Coleman. 50 straight across the 1989-90 seasons.
It was a speedster.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Julio Rodriguez is the 4th player in his age 22 season or younger to have a 30-30 season. Who's the youngest? We'll start with you because Nels went first last time.
Start with me?
Yeah.
Oof. Youngest 30-30. I'll go Mickey Mantle.
I'm going to go with the kid, Ken Griffey Jr.
Youngest. Shit, I have no idea.
Hell no.
Nope. No Google. No Google.
I already gave my answer, so I'm not.
I'll just say Canseco.
Mike Trout in his age 20 season in 2012.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 49 stolen bases that year, right? 32 and 49 or something like that.
All right, Tyler, we're going to start with you here. Who are the 4 players since the year 2000 to homer on their 40th birthdays? Just give me one.
I will go with Pujols.
No.
I'm gonna go with. Can you repeat the question again? Like
Absolutely. Who are the 4 players since the year 2000 to homer on their 40th birthdays? Are you Googling?
No.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know why I like to believe in coincidences. I'm gonna say the only homer of Bartolo Colon was on his birthday.
No, that's a good guess, though. That's a good guess. You're up.
Andres Galarraga.
Negative. Yeshua.
Alex Rodriguez.
I feel like you Googled that.
I did not.
I don't know.
That's one of the 4.
Can
That's
I go
one of
with
them?
Nelson Cruz?
You can, but you'd be wrong.
Bonds.
Nope.
No.
Jim Tomey. Chipper Jones.
Oh.
A-Rod.
Sammy Sosa?
Nope. Joey Votto.
Votto.
I know. He was
him.
40. I thought he was like 38.
Sir walks a lot.
Yeah. Who are the 2 players in Astros history with 200 or more hits in a season? You start.
I'm
Rodrigo.
gonna go with Altuve.
Bingo, that's 1.
Biggio.
Bingo, that's
Yeah,
2.
Biggio was mine, but I was going to say.
Biggio and Altuve.
All right, you're up first, Nels. Who is the last player to lead either league in doubles in consecutive seasons? This is a fun one. I liked this one a lot.
Doubles.
Last person in either league.
To lead either league in doubles in consecutive seasons.
So it could be an AL or an NL player. It's the last person, period, to lead their own league in doubles for the season, or the last AL and the last NL player.
In consecutive seasons. So the last
Doesn't
one
matter
to
what
do it.
league, but it
Yeah,
needs to be
correct.
1 year and the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I choose John Kruk.
Negative.
Oh, doubles. I mean, Votto was a doubles machine.
Nope.
I'm going to go with him.
Nope.
Okay.
I will go with Tony Gwynn.
That's a good guess, but no.
I would go with really old school here, but maybe names of the caliber of Pete Ross.
No, not Pete Rose. That's a good guess also. Garrett Anderson.
Wow.
For the Angels.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Who's starting? Tyler, who are the only two players in MLB history to lead a decade in hits and not be in the Hall of Fame?
Lead a decade in hits. Most hits
In the MLB or in their league?
Major League Baseball. And not be in the Hall of Fame.
Alex
I've
Rodriguez.
got one.
No.
I'm gonna go with between.
Oh, there's an easy one.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
with,
there is.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Barry Bonds.
Negative.
Mark Grace.
Bingo, bango, bongo. Who's the other one, Josh?
Shoot, why did I just...
Hold on. We didn't give Mark Grace enough space as the
Yeah.
greatest baseball player of all time. Love you, Mark. Sponsor the podcast.
In the 90s, yes, that was the decade.
It's not
That
that
was the
expensive.
90s,
You
yes.
could pay it.
Don Mattingly.
No.
No, it is Pete Rose.
Bingo!
I thought that was too easy of a gimme.
But Mark Grace wasn't for me asking the questions?
Mattingly was a good guess.
No, I was thinking Pete Rose was too big of a gimme because 4,200, but beers.
All right, so the last thing that we're going to do on this episode and any episode going forward is we're going to do something called Ballpark Brews. First of all, for anybody that's maintained listening to this podcast the entire 2+ hours, we're very grateful, and I hope you enjoyed it. We really had fun doing this.
Gracias, mama.
Yes, what he said. I think that was Dutch. So we're going to, at the end of every podcast, we're going to do something called Ballpark Brews, where we review a beer that's specific to one specific individual organization and ballpark. And today we're going to start with the Summit Brewing Company Twins Pills. And we have a specific rating scale. So we're going from strikeout to single to double to triple to home run. So we're going to taste the beer. We're going to rate it individually. It's personal preference, just like all of our division picks. And we're going to go from there. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers to our first Ballpark Brew.
A
Thank
nice
you.
crisp pop to start the year.
Thank you.
Manager photo.
So the Pills is just a super honest beer, is what I would say.
It would never lie to you.
It would never lie to you. It's going to come home on time, and it's going to make sure that it dries and puts away the dishes. So I'm gonna. It is. It is more.
We're so stupid. We're so stupid.
It is more than a Coors. It is more than a Miller Lite. It is a double of a Pilsner.
All right. Double for Tyler. Where you at, Rodrigo?
I'm the kind of guy that judges a beer by how it feels after you take a big drink.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's how most people judge beers, but sure.
Yeah, and the thing with these pills is that it really reminds me of those summer nights when you're, sitting watching some nice baseball. So I'm gonna go with a triple though, because
with a
my heart is
triple.
with this beer, and I really enjoy this beer regularly on the season. So it's a nice warming feel to drink this beer for the first time in the season. So I'm gonna go with a solid triple.
You are the only one that has the Twins pass, so you probably do have this more than the rest of us. Nelson, where you at?
Well, it does have a great initial taste, a pleasant aftertaste. And I'm going to give some extra points for the aesthetics of the can.
I do love the can.
It has the pinstripes on it. It's named right after the team that I'm messing around.
Yep.
This is the Twins beer. So I will also give it a triple.
Where we at, Josh?
It's a nice, crisp Pilsner. It's a nice sitting out, watching some ball, watching nice baseball, down 3 or 4 of them. You're not going to walk out of the ballpark blasted. You don't have to worry about getting handcuffed outside the stadium for being too
climbing the Kirby Puckett statue.
wasted.
Just don't try to do that one.
Yeah, don't get into the statue's arms.
No, it's a nice crushable beer for a nice summer baseball day. I do like myself some craft beers, so that hinders a a Pils a little bit. I think it's a nice, solid extra base hit, a nice double to start the season off, a leadoff double.
I like it.
You can't go wrong with a leadoff double.
Two doubles, two triples to start the first installment of Ballpark Brews.
Yeah, what do you got?
And yeah, what's yours now?
So-
Last but not least,
Well, no, it's definitely least. So I'm not gonna lie. This hits nostalgia super hard. This reminds me of having an old style at Wrigley Field. This reminds me of having a Rheingeist at Great American Ballpark. This reminds me of quite honestly, a Schlitz at PNC back in the day. Because this is a really, truly American Pilsner.
Mm-hmm.
And this feels like when you drink it, you want to watch baseball if you're not doing it.
Absolutely.
So personally, I'm going with a homer.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going with a homer.
Love it.
This
Can't be mad at it.
This feels like a solid home run. This may be a 2-run homer. It's not a granny. It's not a granny.
Looks like you have a grand slam over there.
I'll tell you what we do have. We've got a 2.5-hour podcast in the bank
Yeah,
here.
and
True
I'll
story.
tell you what, we got the Tigers against the Mariners live in the background. Kerry
do.
Carpenter RBI double made me feel just like this beer does.
That's right.
Nice
Just like
little
that Matt
run.
Chapman.
Yeah, driving in,
two-run single.
driving in a run off the wall, baby.
So here's the thing, fellas. We've got our first episode under our belts. We've got our own individual team baseballs.
Thank you, Ben. For
Absolutely.
the lovely gift.
Absolutely. I wanted everybody to have it, and I saw everyone playing with theirs during the podcast.
yes.
So it was really fun for me to see that. We did some trivia. We did some ballpark brews. We had our division winners. And I personally can't wait for the next episode. So if you like this, please tell your friends about it. Please review it. Please
Like,
give us
subscribe.
a rating. Please do.
This will likely be
Share.
our longest of the sessions because
Yeah.
we had a full
Yeah.
season preview going. So don't get scared away by the time on episode
Absolutely.
1. But
And granted, you can always listen at 1.5 speed. So there's always an option out there for you.
as if I don't talk fast enough, it is.
I don't know what I sound like a chipmunk.
I would love to hear that. So, you guys out there that do subscribe, that do listen to it, that do give us a review, we appreciate it. Love the game, play the game. We look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you all.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you for listening to episode 2. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Apologies for the abrupt beginning, but like I said in episode 1, we did have to cut the recording in half just to make it more palatable and manageable. We will get better at this, hopefully. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.